bit of mixed decisions. You know, it's all personal preference and, you know, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. Same thing with layering. Like it all can or cannot work. It just depends on whether or not you like the sound of those two things together. So when you get those, you know, generic mix advices about like cut it 100 hertz or cut it 200 hertz or this blah blah blah, you know, and then put your other thing there. That's kind of like all of that. It is just general default, like kind of should be applicable to most things. And if you follow it to the T, like you'll end up with a mix where things aren't like too in the way of each other, right? But that's not really how any of this works, and it'll confuse the fuck out of people because they're like, oh, like my mid-range bass, it's a saw bass or a bass with some noise on it or whatever, but I'm supposed to cut the highs out of it for like a lead sound, and so like I'm rolling off all my basses at like 1,000 or something. I don't know. You know, people don't really do that in EDM because the basses aren't even basses at this point. They're like basses are basses. They're not whatever the fuck we call them. Like that's all like crazy ass bunch of high end shit. It's like more high end stuff than it is bass most of the time, right?
Right.